before we even start, because we had the little behind the scenes conversation about the city, the two gentlemen on the side didn't give their opinion on how the city's been looking. What's you guys' take on the city, really quick?
Honestly, I feel like the city is dry right now still. I feel like nice kids are going harder.
They can.
Going harder still.
What's missing?
I feel like man's on organic with it. They need to get more organic with it.
Yeah, they need to create their own sauce. You know what I'm trying to say?
You think like Man Dem like, because when you said organic, I'm thinking buying views. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that, but you're more what you're seeing with your own sauce, more like find your own sound.
Yeah, find your own sound.
Like, don't try and sound like Doovie if Doovie's popping.
There's a lot of I want to sound like this guy. I want to sound like this guy. Make me sound like this.
You get that as a producer? Like, yo, can I get the big beat you did for fucking...
Oh, no, with that all the time, producing all the time. But when I used to even be recording, engineering people, I had to stop doing that. I'd be like, yo, make me sound like this. I want to sound like this. Like, yo, you gotta want to sound like you. You know?
And you told them that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Bro. These niggas ain't be keeping it real with these artists, bro.
We're just trying to be sounding like this guy and that guy because you're not that guy. You know, you're somebody else.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. And you're just the sauce. You need more artists with their own sauce.
Yeah, like innovation. Like, take the sauce that you see and you like and make it to your own. You know, don't just copy. Like, if you like New York drill, I guess. Like, I see a lot of people just rapping on those beats. And I'm like,
bro, but that's like the in thing for any rapper though. Like when South beats were popping or the snap beats, you would see all that on the instrumentals, snap instrumentals or drill UK or Chicago drill. It's just like, yeah, fam, that is super annoying. If there's one thing you could like take away from a Toronto artist or all Toronto artists, what would it be? One thing.
I think it would be just the politics.
Facts.
Ooh.
If they could get rid of that, I still think there'd be a lot of growth. Because if you had certain collaborations in the city happening, they're definitely going to be effective. You're getting the numbers, and I even think musically would sound good. But just due to certain shit, you're never going to hear those tracks. And like, you're not having that issue in a lot of cities, because most of these people, like, even if they don't fuck with each other, no, actually not. If they don't fuck with each other, they're not doing the track. But in more cases over there, they're just collaborating. Like, we don't have that out here like that.
But even if you don't like. You can still fuck with, like, I think if you don't fuck with somebody, but there's a bag involved.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna do that.
It depends how deep it is, though.
Yeah. Well, if there's bloodshed, probably not.
Yeah, you're not.
But like, if you're in like inner little polys here and there, and you dissed each other on Clubhouse, and you guys were yelling, and then somebody like DT comes and says, I got a bag for both of you guys. Jump on the beat.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem with Toronto. There's no opportunity.
Okay.
Everybody's still trying to get it. Everybody, even like the press on the smileys, they're still trying to work to get in. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Until we get like ultimate opportunities and money and certain things flowing, it's like be a struggle.
The crabs in a crab bucket. They're just all trying to put each other down.
That's this city more than anyone, bro. This city more than anyone. Before we start, I just want to do this just in case for when you got close-ups and shit, so you can get your face a little bit better. Pause. But yeah, man, the Man Dem Show, the boy Gutsy, Vegas is working like always. So I have to go dolo, like always. Not like always, but make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. To all the supporters, thank you so much for supporting the crew. Really quick, I got to big up 25th Dynasty, you know what I'm saying, Kush Cartel, providing us with the rolling trays for the day. Make sure you guys go hit them up, our cool little sponsors. Also, too, you know what, guys? We have the grinders. Hopefully there's more grinders, too, so we can send you guys home with some grinders and shit like that. Also, too, Grab a Queen. I see you out there working. Grab a Queen. You need to send me a package or come true. She's got that hot grabber. Make sure you guys go follow her on Snapchat and Insta, wherever she's at. Make sure you have your dollars too. Just because she's a girl, don't be trying to finesse and all them things. Have your money ready and pay her, fam. You know what I'm saying? All you balling niggas in there, they're always asking for deals. I never understood that shit. But anyways, we got our special guest in the building, and he's brought guests too. This guy I've been seeing working. I hollered at him earlier. I believe it was this year I hollered at you and I was like, fam, we got a link. And you sent me a message and you were like, I'm putting in that work, fam. And you ended up putting in that work, bro. He's been working, bro. You've heard beats from him, Tory, you know what I'm saying? The Crook, recently Casper. I put Horatio in my cup, then I go and smash. That's my shit right there. But with no further ado, we got DT Beats in the building. Thank you so much for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you can't hear that, but you know, I got a little applause for you there, y'all. And you brought your special guest, the Man Dem. Introduce yourself to the Man Dem Show and the people.
NorthFaceTay from the West End, you know.
Mr. NFT.
Team music in the cup.
Yo, how are the gentlemen, bro? How you guys spending your last month of the year?
Working. Real fourth quarter.
A lie?
Working.
I wish there was an extra month, yes?
Trying to elevate, you know?
Yes. Well, I see, man. How's your year been? How would you guys grade everybody? How would you guys grade your year? Don't cap either. Don't be like, yeah, A+, I'm grinding.
I'm gonna say, honestly, I'm giving myself, I'm gonna say a B. I'm working hard still. Working. I'm just trying to get my name out there, shit like that.
Yes.
I'm just trying to study the game, shit like that, working.
Okay.
Like you said, could say it. I'd say a B too still.
And DT?
I don't really want to put like a grade on it, but I feel like in terms of progression, it's been the most by far this year. Even just in terms of producing and making the beats, getting more people on the movement here in the wave. I feel like everything just evolved, you know? Especially compared to last year. Last year I had a lot of ups and downs, but this year definitely felt a lot more put together.
That's good. That's dope. For the people that don't know, who is DT Beats?
From Saga, producer.
Saga City?
Yeah, producer.
Which part of Saga?
Right in the middle of Saga, like downtown Saga. Like
so
by Square One.
By Square One? That's close to like here, Ontario and Dundas and shit, right?
Yeah.
What's that end called? 5 and 10?
5 and 10, yeah.
I've had some great moments over there. Great moments. So you live born and raised here? In Saga.
Whole life.
School, everything.
Saga, yeah.
Explain, how was that? For a Toronto guy, cause you know what I'm saying?
It was kind of calm, you know, like for the most part, I used to play ball, so we're just hooping. Most of the time, hooping, going to school, the same shit.
You're nice?
I just used to shoot a lot, you know? I wouldn't consider myself nice.
Spot up shooter.
If you could pull up anybody that wants to shoot, I'm there, you know? Anybody, I'm there. But other than that, yeah, you know, I had to call it a quits when the time came. I had to realize it's not for everybody.
When did that time come? Because some people don't know when that time comes and they fight that dream forever, bro.
No, that was in like grade 11. I got cut. I finally got cut from the team. Right, I made it the first 2 years. I got cut. And then I just decided, if I could get cut, like, I'm not MJ. Like, you know how he got cut? Great, man. He made the best player ever. I didn't look at it like that. So I already was, like, leaning towards, like, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos on making beats and shit. So once I got cut and I had the time, that was it. I didn't look back from there. So.
True. Who are some musical influences growing up?
Growing up, I was listening to a lot of, like, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Drake, a lot of Drake. And then more in high school, even a lot of like Metro Boomin when he was doing his shit, anything he was working on. Nav was a big part of that. And I was listening to a lot of Arabic music in my house too. Like my parents were playing a lot of Arabic music, you know. So just even that rhythm, I just have it a lot all the time.
And that's your background, Arabic?
Yeah, I'm from Palestine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just be having a lot of that going on. So just a mixture of that, you know.
Did you ever have to deal with any racism and shit like that growing up?
Not necessarily. Like, there's obviously a 1-2 off time where we'll be going somewhere and you have some people, you know, trying to tell you speak your own language and shit like that. But, like, that's just off times, you know? I didn't really go through that too much.
But how do you feel when you get that? Because, like, us guys, we get the, yo, nigger, or whatever. And some of us, like, you know, the nigger word, I don't know how the Man Dem feel about it. To me, I don't even give a fuck for white person. Like, to me, it's whatever. Everybody calls it, everybody says it. It is what it is. But for you now, people speak your own language or go back to your own country and shit like that. How that didn't bother you at all?
Honestly, it's like, if they have that much in them to go out of their way and do that, like clearly they're already having a bad enough like life. Like, if you're really having a good time in your life, you're not going out of your way to do that, you know? So I'm just looking at that, like, if that's what's happening with them, then like me going back at them's not changing anything.
No, that's true.
Fuck it.
You better than me, man. Your parents raised you well. So at what point did you decide to start dabbling in the production and doing the producing? And did you used to rap before?
No, I have like a couple of songs I make for fun, but like I don't really rap like that.
So you won't put them on? Why not?
Maybe one day in the future when I feel like I have that vibe, you know, but I'm more focused on, I'm trying to become like the best version of a producer I could become, you know, like the best all around. Like there's nothing you could like, you know, take away from that. Like rapping, I don't feel like that was what I was put here to do.
Yeah.
You know, like I already struggled putting the lyrics together. Fuck that. But like after I got cut from the basketball team, that's when I just went all in, like fully just, I was making, even if I wasn't making the beat that day, I was still trying to learn how to make the beat. And then I was kind of failing a lot. So that was just making me like, I was trying to get to it quicker because it's not working out right. And then, yeah, I just fell into like a tumble. That's all I was doing.
So like, explain to me, because I'm not a production guy. I don't know much. I know like going back in the days, probably Fruity Loops. That was it. But like, did you start off by getting like a computer, a laptop? Like, what was your starting process of becoming a production?
I wanted to get into it so quick, right? So I tried to get an FL Studio on my phone, and I was trying to get beats on my phone, but like it wasn't working out too well. I couldn't really get a vibe on that. So we bought a laptop. I got a laptop, and then I got Logic at first, and I was just making beats on Logic. But like there wasn't a lot of people on YouTube that was even showing you how to do stuff on Logic because it's not a popular program. Everybody's on FL. But yeah, I was on Logic, making beats. We making beats in the car, just trying to like learn. You know, me and the man would be in there just working. And then like not even too long ago, like 2 years ago, I just recently switched over to FL Studio.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that was when everything really, really turned on. I'll give that a credit.
Okay, and that had, like, what's the difference? Like, why didn't it make it turn up? Because I don't know, again, like about the...
I feel like just the workflow, like everything that I feel like I needed to get off Logic, I was getting that with FL Studio. Like there's certain features on that program that was just making everything easier. And obviously some people could still do their thing on Logic, but like just me going on FL Studio, there's certain things that I was able to do differently on there. And on top of that, there was more videos on YouTube that would show me certain things I needed to know.
To do, yeah.
And then everybody, when you're working with them more times in the studio, that's what people are on. So it just makes it easier for you to get in the studio and work with someone too. You know, I started doing a lot more collabing and working on this.
What's your setup on just doing a beat? Like, how do you go in and like, yo, you gotta spark candles, smoke a blunt, or like, do you have like a sample in your head, or you start with like a drum, a snare?
Honestly, it depends. Like, yo, if I'm in my crib, obviously I have my candles sparked up, smiling up, cooking up. But like, yo, I'll go through like, yo, people will be sending me samples and melodies and shit to go through. So I'll be going through some of those. Whichever ones will catch my eye. Sometimes before I start cooking up that day, I'll go through the samples earlier in the day just to find out what I'm fucking with. So when I actually start working, I already have the ones I want to work on. I'll go through those. And then once I put those in, I just get to the drums. I'll start fucking up the drums. Maybe I'll add some shit to the melody, change up the melody, just make the beat, you know?
Okay.
But like, yeah, most of the time I'm going through, people are sending me like samples and shit, and I'm just starting from there, you know?
Okay. Yeah. What's the worst part of producing, in your opinion?
Worst part?
The worst part, like it's annoying. I don't want to do this part.
Rappers not dropping songs.
That's probably the worst part of being a producer when you have a track that's obviously, you know, it's hard.
It's
not
hard.
going
Not dropping it. It's like,
but in terms of actually making the beats, there's not really a part that's like annoying. Like every part's that's the part of it that's like just the working in general, and that's what you start to love. Like you fall in love with the process of it. Like, yo, there's no part of it that you don't like, you know. But like the worst part, definitely you're having a song and no one wants to like let you know what's happening, or even if you send out beats and no one lets you know what beats they've used. Like, how am I supposed to know what not to send out? And you're supposed to tell me later that you used it, and then now two people are on the same track.
I'm assuming you've had that issue
100%, multiple times.
So what do you do in that situation? Like so you send out a beat pack to an artist.
Yeah. He
uses the beat, but he doesn't hit you up, and then you end up giving the same beat back to somebody else, or beat pack to somebody else. They use the same beat. Now you have two guys arguing. Yo, this is my song.
Depends who's like, yo. If, in the cases that it happened, the person that I sent it to after was already ready to drop it. Like, they're ready to drop it. They're dropping it, and I showed the other person that I sent it to. Like, yo, I sent this beat out and it's dropping, just to like let you know. And then when I did show him, he's like, yo, I was gonna use that. I was gonna drop this. Like, yo, like you have to let me know if you're gonna use the beat, or else what am I gonna do about that?
Yeah, you're gonna sell it to somebody else.
There's not much I could do. Like, I'm not just here waiting for this person to let me know. You know, like I'm trying to, at the end of the day, get my shit out there and get the work done. You know.
Is there a song out there from an artist that you're waiting for?
A lot.
You want to name one too?
I don't want to be drawing them out like that, but like, you know, just basically a lot of anybody you could think of in the city, like yo, we have some shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
come on, but like yo, other than that, like me and Broski just going crazy. We're trying to do our own shit too. So that's what makes it like I stopped even just worrying about who's dropping what, because whenever they drop, we have our own shit already in the plot, you know?
You feel that holds back artists too? Them just holding on to possibly gold and platinum records that they're just holding down for whatever reason.
100%.
I think that's like the number one thing that annoys me. Yo, I got like 100 in the stash, yo, but you only have like 2 videos on fucking YouTube, bro. What are you waiting for?
Music. Just drop music. Yeah. Like artists, like big artists like Vibes can't tell. My mom was just telling me he's dropping 4 tracks a week. Like
Yeah, bro, and he's in jail.
4 tracks a week. And the man's in jail doing that. Like no exclusive. Yeah.
Fam, I see man like Heartless G putting out tracks and they're in jail. Like all these guys that I see putting out tracks, and then there's guys that are on road. Yo, I got fire, bro. Yo, look to my phone, 100 songs, but like 2 songs on YouTube, fam. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know, man. What's your take on the whole buying streams, buying for the views and?
Honestly, I guess to each his own, because everybody at this point I see them doing it. Like I personally don't think it is gonna benefit you in the long run, because you want to see where your real engagement's at, your real audience. You want to know who's really fucking with you. If you're really getting those numbers, if you're just buying them, and then in the long run you're trying to figure out if you even got any progression. Like at the end of the day, now what if you don't buy the streams that song? Is it gonna flop? And then what is the benefit of buying those streams if that's the case? Because if it does flop after you don't purchase them, you basically just wasted your bread.
Yeah,
like, at least if you're gonna do it, have a plot. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna make sure. Like, you have to believe in the music at the end of the day. If you're just doing this just to sell it, just to get money out of it, you're already like in the wrong section. You know?
No, that's facts. That's facts. So you're saying more if you're gonna do it, market it.
If you're gonna do
like have a plan.
Yeah.
Yo, we're gonna do this, do that, and we're gonna spend some dollars on it and.
Don't just buy streams because you don't like looking at it's not about ego. Like you're gonna go through those songs that don't get a lot of views. Like that's just you don't all blow up right away, you know.
So you said you were also engineering too.
Yeah, I was recording people. Yeah.
So was this before you started producing? After? Same time. How did that happen? No.
I just felt like because I was recording Broski like whatever we were doing, I was recording it. So that was already like I'm doing it because of that. So I want to know how to do it, and then I'm thinking, okay, maybe I could try and get a side bag out of that. Just record a couple people here and there. And then I even ended up going through some sessions that just like traumatized me from that experience. Like I'm not doing that no more. Like,
traumatized how, fam?
Not like it's not even about the money at that point. Like you could be recording someone, and it's just zero interest in it. You're just sitting there.
Because the music is trash?
Like, yeah, the music's trash. You're just not like, even sometimes it's not my beat. Like they want to put up a beat off YouTube, and like, especially if the song's trash and it's not my beat, now I'm like,
super
now
out
you
of
lost
it.
me. Like now I'm not paying attention to what you're doing. So now I shouldn't even be recording you if I feel like this, you know? Like,
no, that's
at least do you the justice of you getting someone that's gonna somewhat fuck with your shit.
At least you're being real, fam, because some man would say, fuck, fam, at least I'm getting a bag for this, bro.
Yeah.
So, how is it working with DT?
Smooth. Like once you tell him what to do, he's working, but he has the ear for it. A lot of people, even when I'm working with them, I can tell that they don't have the ear for the music. They're just that they're there for the money. You know, like I was just like, fuck. I'm not here for me to just a page. I'm trying to build my sound to a whole nother level. That's when I even started the music. When me and DT started working, I never even knew that. Like, when we first started working, I knew that the work rate, like how we kept on going, we knew we were gonna be something type of shit. Like, it's crazy because even after that, I still going to the studio and paying you the money. But even while I was paying them, it's like I'd rather work with DT for the free. And you already know because it's the vibe. The vibe. A lot of the engineers don't have the vibe.
Does that discourage you as an artist sometimes?
Like, yeah. Like when I work with these guys, I don't feel the love. You know those ones? Because I'm in the booth and I'm trying to literally feel it.
And you're not. It's like the man are just there, like.
Nah, it makes a difference if you're recording there and someone's just sitting there. Frozen, like not frozen, but like a dead body's just on the computer. You know what I'm saying?
Like you could tell.
If you're not feeling, like, that's exactly why I had to stop doing that, because there were certain people. That's how I was. So I'm looking at it like, I shouldn't even be in the situation where that's happening. But like, I'm seeing it when we're in the booth. Sometimes that's why we have to test out different engineers, because like, you'll see it firsthand. Like, especially if he's in the booth recording and I'm outside, I can see. I can see what they're doing. You know, so you really get to start to get the feel for like who's really working. because they want to work with you, and who's just working just to get the money out of it. You know, we already been through those situations plenty times.
What's some of you guys' inspiration?
Musically, or not even music?
Both. Musically or just outside of music?
The big inspiration for me was Kobe. Honestly.
Yeah?
That work ethic. That's why I feel like I carry that with me with everything I do. Like just that in general. Anything you're gonna do, 200%. All the stories, 4 a.m. you're waking up, everybody's sleeping, everybody's doing that. Same beast, different animal. You know, like just trying to be locked in. That mindset alone. Even after basketball, like forget that. Like yo, if you just carry out everything you do, that was a big inspiration for me. You know,
the work ethic. The work ethic is different. My Kobe's same shit.
Yeah,
I feel like it's the same shit. One of my inspirations is Kobe as well. His work ethic is different. Like I'm watching some of the videos on YouTube, seeing like how he was even practicing
with the teammates and shit.
Basketball to a whole nother level.
It's not personal. Like yo, even if I'm working and I'm not gonna link you, like you see how he was not. Some of his teammates don't like him because he's working too much. They think he should have just shut up. Nah, like yo, if you're trying to get to a certain point, like yeah, that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, because he was trying to be better than Mike. And he seen Mike was batting up Steve Kerr. And none of you niggas is Steve Kerr. So I'm a box you guys.
Just like that.
But for me personally, Metro Boomin, that guy's a huge inspiration.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I just seen how he changed the sound. Like his sound just sounds so like it's unique. You know, he had his own sauce and he put in the work to get to the level he was at. I just wanna be diverse, like what's the word? Versatile with my music, you know, just like how he was. You can hear him make a trap beat, then an R&B beat for the weekend. Like, that's how I'm trying to.
I want to say it's safe to say like Metro Boomin and Future kind of like ushered in this generation.
Yeah.
And Young Thug. I'll give Young Thug his credit even though. But yeah, I want to say Metro Boomin.
Still gotta add Drake. Still gotta add Drake.
Drake? Yeah.
Still gotta count Drake for sure. This generation, he had a big influence.
Depends. Listen, okay, no, I'm not gonna lie. Drake has a big influence. My whole thing, like, I'm never gonna take anything away from Drake. I just feel like he'll put out a lot of music that misses, and I'll give him credit for even trying, because a lot of these niggas won't even try to do what he does. But like when everybody said, "Oh, honestly, never mind, it's not for you." How do you niggas know I don't listen to that kind of music? I listen to house music, bro. That wasn't good house music. That was my problem. Like, if he did a good house track, people would be like, "Yo, this shit's bumping." I think he tried a thing. All due respect, for you to be a top artist in the world, not a lot of niggas are gonna do that, right?
Trying to experiment,
but he misses a lot of times when he tries shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my only. But yeah, Drake is super influential. I just don't look at it like. I don't feel like he inspired a lot of people to like do the singing, rapping. I think there's a lot of people before him. He just made it like explosive, like different level. And like, fuck, bro, Drake is Drake.
But even past the singing, rapping, like yo, just for the city in general, like yo, a lot of people wouldn't pay Toronto the time
anyone, yeah,
if he didn't do what he did. You know, like we got a whole another like level just because of that. People actually take it a little bit more seriously, even though you have people thinking that they're not listening to anything but Drake. Like yo, they're gonna be tuning in.
No, of course they're listening.
They listen to the Toronto music whether they like it or not. Like it'll pop up on their shit. You know, it's just about how people capitalize off that.
I had a conversation behind the scenes. Man, they were saying that Drake should have went for the Wasp Gang guys a little bit before, like how he jumped for Pressa, right? And they're saying maybe he should have did that before with Rob. You guys feel like nah, like it was just perfect timing when Pressa got it? Because I feel like maybe Robin and Drake, like not saying like they would have linked up and there would have been beef. But I just felt like the connection, I don't feel like that. I feel like Pressa, when it happened, everything was the right timing. Like,
I feel like Drake's not really, I don't know if he's necessarily going straight off music. You know, like, there's a lot of talented artists in the city he didn't go for.
Facts.
I don't think it's all about that. I feel like also based off his team, what they could be telling him, whatever he's hearing around the city, whatever the word is, that could play a big factor. Like, you really never know, but like, how many artists has he even taken off from the city? Like, in terms of...
I want to say he's done a lot. Like, a lot of people will sit down there and like diss him for that, but I want to say Bugs, Smiley, Pressa, Smoke Dog.
Yeah, but like
Weekend.
But like, you know, like he's not just taking. You're not gonna just get everybody.
But you can't take everybody.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be selective for sure.
Mm-hmm. No,
I for a reason.
I felt the same way. I felt like Pressa, for Pressa more than anybody, I think like it was great timing. Pressa going through his case, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Picked him up. Same thing with Smoke Dogg. Like I could have even said that he could have went for Smoke Dogg earlier, but you know, Drake does what he does. I think I think people kind of going back to what you were saying before. People should be a little bit more appreciative of him, especially with the city. When it comes to the city, yes. Overall, maybe that's different, but for the city, we definitely gotta appreciate Drake.
No, yeah, because at the end of the day, he's still probably gonna want to see like if he sees someone doing their thing, he probably wants to see how far can they take it. Like, what if they don't even need him to do that? You know, like what if he wants to see that himself? Type shit. At the end of the day.
One thing that really paved the way for Drake was him working with like 40 and Boy Wonder. Like those were, I want to say, probably just the only two people that like his early on career that he was really, really getting produced or any sort of production from. Do you feel like that's where Toronto artists are lacking now? Because I don't see any Toronto artists doing a full project with like DT or a full project with like Patrick Carmelo or no. I know you got it. You got the super low connect, but you know you don't see that more. Like I wish I would see more art. Like you see Metro Boomin will do a mixtape with an artist.
Yeah.
How do you feel like Toronto artists don't do that enough?
I think the last one on here, what was it? I think it was K Money and Money Music. I think that might have been the last one.
Yeah. Something like
that. The Pressa Brick, but that was probably the same timing as that one. Pressa
nah.
With the bricks the main. That was
that was like last year though, no? That wasn't last. That was
Candy Goose. That was that tape.
So that's what I'm saying. And the K Money one was last year. No, K Money just did it. Okay, so who did K Money just recently do a project with?
The last one he dropped, the Money tape, that was the Money Music, but that wasn't like 20.
He right before he came, not K Money. My bad, Casper.
Oh, Harmonics.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That was the last one.
Yeah, but again, you see the top more. I hate to put it like that, but the top tier underground artists are doing that. Pressa, like you mentioned, Casper, K Money. You don't see other guys doing that. And I feel like maybe that's where Toronto is lacking. This is why people say Toronto doesn't have a sound.
Yeah.
Like, do you have guys that'll reach out and be like, other than NFT, like that'll be like, yo, let's do a full project together? Or have you reached out to artists and be like, yo, let's do a full project together?
I have a couple in the works. Right now, but like that was only like recently. But that's only because of songs that are already happening. Like, I don't feel like it just has to be the perfect situation. I feel like because a lot of producers aren't reaching out to do that. Like, and a lot of artists might not even do that.
You think it's for the polys?
Not necessarily. I just feel like in general the artist producer connection is not really that strong. Like with certain artists in the city, like they're just getting beats sent to them, but they might not really be close to the person that's sending it to them, so they don't even have the opportunity to be in the studio, lock in. You know, like if you're gonna make a tape together, I feel like for sure it should be like you guys
in the
are
studio
able to be together and decide what that's gonna be like. You know, not just having it through the internet or some shit.
Going back to the polys thing, are you not working with somebody depending on their polys? Like if a nigga's out here saying, fuck this rapper, fuck that guy, fuck all the DJs, fuck this, we're shooting up this when you see them. But DT, I want a beat from you.
No, I'm working with, like, I'm not involved in no politics at the end of the day, so production's production, right? But unless it's obviously with the Man Dem, if someone wants to personally have an issue, but other than that, nah, it's not involved in my music. I
wonder how the guy that did Avengers K feels.
Made the beat?
Yeah,
a lot of people aren't even coming out saying they made it.
I know. Fam, a Man Dem don't even want to come out and say they did the video.
Or seriously, like, sometimes it just doesn't even make sense to claim it, like, if you're gonna do that.
Bro, I reposted the song the other day and I said this one, I don't care what anybody says. All I am in DM, yeah, that's how you feel. I'm like, fam, it's a song. But I guess fuck, bro. Shit. You never had anybody like paid you about that? Like, yo, you're doing beats. Yeah, you're doing beats for this person.
I be hearing shit like that, but I don't pay it no attention for real. Like, at the end of the day, what difference is it gonna make if I send the beat or not? Like, if we're working together, like, yo, music. I feel like music should just be separate.
Fact, it should.
Unless, obviously, like we were talking about earlier, if it's something so serious that this is that. But like at the end of the day, if I sent out a beat to so and so. It's just business.
Do you use those beat packs?
What do you mean, like sending out beat packs?
Nah, like, you know, I've seen like Metro Boomin has like a beat pack or
like a drum kit.
A drum kit. There you go. Vegas is gonna get upset. He's like, yo, I know I told you to tell you. Yeah, the drum kits and shit like that. You guys, you cop like from different artists or different producers and shit like that.
Yeah, it depends on the. I bought some drum kits for sure.
What? because I know different ones have like the 808s or different.
No, like drum kits will come with all of those. No, like you know,
Oh,
you have
okay.
the 808, the kick, the clap, the hi hat, all the drum sounds, all the instruments. You have that in a pack, and then they'll just be selling it for whatever price. Like you know, when I was first, I bought a lot of Nick Mira drum kits. Like, I was just buying them. Like they're like $20. You know, just buying those. But then now I won't even lie. Now I'll probably just go on like Reddit, or I even have my own
Just
drum
download
kits.
it. That's what I'm gonna ask you. So you have your own and you're selling your own now too?
I'm planning on releasing one to sell later, like 2023 for sure. But at the moment, nothing. Like but yeah, I have my own that I just work with.
Oh, you definitely gonna. I'm gonna be bugging you about it. I'm gonna be telling you, yo.
Definitely dropping that for sure.
Yeah,
That's just just $15. Just letting people have it. Maybe even $10, $15. I don't even really care to just put it for that much. I just want to get it out there and let them have the songs they need. Like, there's a lot of sauce that needs to be given.
Let's talk about it. Speaking about what's your sauce on the beats? Like, what if somebody's coming to you and they wanted the description of a DT beat? What would you explain to them? What your beats are, kind of beats you get?
A hit. Jeez. No matter the type beat, you can put me. I want to be able to be in the studio with any single artist. Like you can find it right now, whatever type of beat they're gonna make or whatever they want. Like I'm gonna do that. It's just gonna be a hit.
Copper. Which beat gave you your first where you're just like, yeah, this might be working for me?
Released or like just in general, just making.
Both. Because I know you probably made one where you're like, yeah, but then you probably like got released, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Honestly, the first one that I felt like, okay, I could really do this was like 2019. We dropped our first track. It was called World of My Own. And just the beat was just like when I made it in general, that was like my first time when I made a beat and I felt just like effortless. Like everything I was doing, I'll tell people that sometimes it's not really me on the keys. Someone's commanding me, like it doesn't feel like it's just effortless, you know?
Yeah.
But that was my first time experiencing that. And then even just when the song came out, like I was seeing how people were really fucking with it. So I'm taking it in. Yeah, this is definitely something I could do. Like if that feeling alone was like a whole different high.
Some of the best feelings you get, fam. You don't even need like money or anything. It's just a release or something, or a repost or somebody just the feel of having a good product.
Because after all that time not being able to do that, and just knowing what it felt like to not be able to do that and struggle and fail, being able to finally get that success, like okay, yeah, I made this beat, and it was easy, like I felt it, you know. And the song came out, like okay, yeah. Because at first I didn't have. Before that, my beats weren't really getting used, like the beats weren't even sounding rappable at that point.
Was that a discouraging part? Like, did you ever get discouraged going in and doing this?
Sure.
And like
100%, but like it's like a different type of discouragement. It's like, yo, you're shit. You suck. This is horrible. You know, that's the type of shit. But like, never to stop. Like, just like, yo, if that's the case now, I just have to keep working because.
But
you know?
If you were saying you're shit, wouldn't you be like, yeah, maybe I should stop? Because it's one thing if you're shit, and then there's one thing if it's just not good.
Yeah.
And you just need to work on your craft a little bit.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't say they were like okay, yeah.
Like there's shitty beats out there.
They weren't enough to make me quit. Like that's why I could say they weren't that terrible.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say they're shit.
In terms of like what I consider like a good standard beat right now, I wouldn't even think to pull that up for anybody ever. Like my beats before a certain year, I don't pull up.
Yeah.
That's just, yeah.
Wow. The Tory beat or the Tory song. I forgot the guy that's on the song.
Yeah, Curls.
Curl.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Yeah. So basically, like that's my cousin, right? So
okay.
He had a song with Tory Lanez, and they just wanted a different beat for it. So I ended up making that beat actually with Bricks the man. But like I had paid for that collab beat, right? And then I sent it to my cousin like a month later. He told me, yo, I'm working on a video. Tory Lanez. Oh shit.
You were spiced, alive?
Yeah, it was crazy.
You get to go to the video shoot and shit?
Yeah, I was actually in the video.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Spiced. That's proper.
Yeah.
So then you do that now. Do you start thinking to yourself, okay, I'm gonna start sending out my beats to people, or did people start hitting you up and be like, yo,
a little bit of both, but more like I was still trying to get better. Like I felt like that beat was cool, but like I don't even think that beat was that.
Yeah.
You know, like so I still was trying to just I still was trying to send stuff out, but I feel like I wasn't trying to send out to that much people at first because I just wanted to make sure I still had the product. So even though that had happened, that song came out, I was still trying to just get like the product better, you know? Yeah, we were just working, like honestly, like even after that, before that, we were just in the basement, we were just making a lot of, just trying to put songs together, make as much beats as I could make. I was just trying to like develop a sound, you know? Because even when that song came out, I didn't have a song. That was just an offbeat, you know? Like,
Do you say you have a sound now?
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. I feel like you could not tell if you could, like if you hear my beat, you might not for sure know, but like if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been starting to realize that now.
Yeah. You know,
So look, when I hear certain, I'm like, oh, that's him. That's him. Talk about working with some of these artists too, because I see like obviously we mentioned Casper in the Crook. You have kind of like a favorite person like that you just go in the studio other than NFT here.
Yeah.
Right, you know, like other people outside of the family that it's just like you're saying, it's smooth working with them.
I didn't even go to the studio with Casper yet. Like that was
that was just the beat you sent him.
Yo, he's quick. Like I sent him that beat probably like a week before he shot the video.
Oh wow.
For the most recent one that we just did. The one that he previewed. It's not out yet. He posted the next one that we're supposed to come out.
Oh, he posted on next one?
Yeah, but that one's not out yet. But yeah, I sent him that beat like a week before he shot that. Not even like 4, 5, 6 days before he shot that video.
Wow.
But like even the other one, like it was just smooth, I guess, because I feel like the beats were just fitting. Like they fit the ones I was sending, you know. But yeah, working with the Crook smooth too. I feel like anybody that's working in the studio with me, you're gonna get a good experience. Like I'm not even trying to just like say that. Like I feel like I'm gonna keep it real with you. You're gonna know if I'm not liking what I'm hearing, so that's gonna allow you to like go from there. I don't know if that many people are even doing that in the studio.
That's what's needed in the studio if they're not doing it. Is there anybody else that you want? I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of artists that you want to work with.
In the city?
In the city and elsewhere.
Like I was saying earlier, I have a song basically like soon to be with everybody, you know, but like
will they release it though?
Yeah.
That's the only thing you're waiting for.
But to work with out the city, I'm trying to get in the studio with Key Glock. Trying to get in the studio with I would want to get in the studio with Lil Baby for sure, obviously. But Key Glock.
You can't say obviously, fam, because I don't know who you be bumping.
Lil Baby.
Yeah,
I feel like every producer would want that as a dream. Like that's a placement you're getting for sure. You know that's gonna change.
What about a Kendrick?
I don't really like.
You see, that's what I would go for. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but like I don't really aspire for a Kendrick placement only because like on top of that he's not even dropping that often.
True.
So if I get that placement, is it ever gonna even release for real? Like that's someone you might actually have to question if the song is gonna come out.
So going in, do you do that too sometimes? Like if let's just say it's a random artist that doesn't drop all the time. Are you wondering in your head like, fuck, I might give this guy a beat and he just doesn't drop? Like does it even like you get hesitant to give him the beat? Do you like up the price a little bit or?
No, with some cases, like if it's someone that I'm working with that's not really already established, it's always going to be a risk sometimes because you never know how serious are they even going to take this. But I feel like if you believe in the sound, like if you've heard enough after that to fuck with the person, you might as well just take the chance. Like if he doesn't end up dropping them, what's the worst that happens? You just send out the beat to someone else. But if it's worth it and the person has the potential, you should even be trying to encourage them to do something with it because you believe in the song.
That's smart, bro. I wasn't even thinking that. I would have been like, yo, fam, up the price, bro. I know you ain't dropping this for like another 5-6 years, Kendrick. Here, all that.
No, but if it's someone like that, that's a whole different thing. If someone like Kendrick, I personally, like, okay, yeah, if I get the placement, cool, but I'm not even going out of my way to try and do that right now. Like, I'm looking for the people that are consistently dropping. Like, yo, I'll even try and go for like a money bag.
Like, why did that? That's the same name I was thinking of.
Type shit, like a money bag, a big 30, someone that I know they're dropping, and on top of that, you're still getting yourself involved in the mix. Like, it doesn't have to be the Lil Babies right away. You can be working with the smaller artists for sure and just establishing yourself. You know?
You can go to the Bronx drill guys first and make your way up there.
Them for sure.
What about ladies in the city? Even them? Have you been working with them too?
I reached out to a few. Like I feel like I have a couple. Some I just don't really know. I know. Yeah.
Ladies gotta step their game up. Well, not really. They've been doing their thing actually. I would just like the Man Dem to show them a little bit more love. And I'm gonna take a shot at somebody. Stop friggin' blackballing girls out here, rapper. You know who you are. Vegas, go clip that. Do you feel like even as a producer that you might have to leave the city to get like the major success that you want?
You have to for sure leave the city to network. I feel like, but if you're gonna keep your main stay in the city, you could still do that, but you have to be traveling for sure. You can't stay just permanently in the city.
But if do you think you could be a mega star, a mega producer, just being in Toronto?
No. I don't feel like the market's big enough.
What about you guys? Same thing?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Only because, like, I feel like if you get yourself popping outside the city more, and then people in the city are just instantly gonna fuck with you, But like, if you get yourself big in the States, it's a whole different type of game. Like, once you're big over there, you're really seeing the gains that you need. Like we were saying earlier, like if you're getting a Rolling Loud in the States, it's cool, but like it's not the main focus. It's not like the biggest thing out there. There's a lot of different networks.
Yeah, Coachella, they have all kinds of different festivals.
A lot of different bags. You can just get to it.
Rolling Loud, like, no offense, like big up the guys at Rolling Loud, but to over there in the States, they're looking at that like that's baby food.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, it's still definitely
it's a big deal.
But there's just a lot to do over there. Like I feel like out here, a lot of different things are limited just due to certain.
And I feel like a lot of these artists in the States will probably want to be with the producer in the studio, you know what I mean? To try to build up on even a better song, try to work on that and try to compact it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's different how they work out there too, right? Exactly. They're getting the studio for like the weekend.
Exactly.
And they're doing the whole weekend, just bringing a bunch of different producers in, whatever they got to do. Like yeah,
but the work over there it's like that because
they're hungrier.
They're with not even like. They're just
hungry.
With the connected, like, you see how you just said they're bringing a lot of different producers? I don't know how many times it's happening out here where you're having an artist bring a bunch of different producers to the studio. And just even on top of that, they're trying to probably just be taking precautions, right? But
because Toronto artists are not hungry, bro. They're entitled. I'm going to be real. A lot of these Toronto, and you've came across it, and you're probably being super humble and nice about it, but you've come across artists where you're like, bro, you haven't done anything. Why are you moving like this, bro? And it's like, that's the one thing I hate. I've seen artists like, yo, you guys don't rate me. I've been working so hard. You've only been putting out music for like 3 years. Yeah. Like, where's the work? Where's the grind? It's like Toronto artists feel like I'm supposed to drop something. I'm supposed to put it on Keep 6 Solid or 6 Buzz, and millions of people are supposed to watch. It's not happening like that, bro. You have to put in some sort of work. And I feel like Toronto is one of the most I'll go ask people from the States for interviews, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. Toronto artists, they're telling me I have to pay them. Are you fucking mad? Spend if you poo shiesty. Why the fuck would I pay for any of you guys? No offense, but I'm not paying, bro.
Nah. But even I didn't know people were asking for money to get. That's crazy. That's insane.
What? To get interviewed?
I didn't know that was even a thing.
Fuck. Sorry, Vegas. Lady SB. She told me when she was blowing up, I asked her for an interview, and she's like, "Yeah, well, you guys, you're not your followers. That's not." I'm like, fam, my followers. I'm a part of a big ass platform that has 20K. You have like 2 songs. And it's like, that's the problem right there. I'm giving you an opportunity to come on my platform and you can show the world that you're just more than I can be at the time, right? I have no issues with her too. Like, I don't give a fuck, but maybe, people might not want to hear her. She might. But yeah, it's just like, and not to her, but there's just other artists that I've just come across. I just feel like there's an entitlement. Whereas over there, they're grinding, fam. You'll see people that like the Moneybag Yo, the Key Glocks, these guys are still grinding like they haven't made it yet.
They're trying to expand the platform at all costs, I feel like, over there. Like, they just know that they have to get traction to sell.
Yeah.
Like, over there, they're trying to actually get a market. Like, they're trying to sell their content. You see how they're getting more of like a fan base. You know what type of audience they have. Over here, I feel like a lot of artists don't really have a fan base that they know who it is. Like, some people know their audience for sure. Yeah. There's a lot of artists out here doing their thing. They know
the analytics,
who their fans are. They're tuned into that type of shit. But I feel like just as an overall, a lot of that's not really focused on as much as it should be over here.
Do you feel like it's because we don't have the infrastructure?
No, yeah, for sure. You can't really blame people because of that. There's not really a lot of people saying, yo, you should be doing this, trying to figure out this. You should be trying to figure out that. But at the end of the day, I feel like some people know and just don't really care to keep going into that. Because at the end of the day, looking at it, if I'm trying to drop something, I want to know who's tuned in, what type of people are even watching my shit. So if I know that, now I can try to cater to them a little bit better,
Fam, I'm on my YouTube analytics more than I'm on my Instagram now, bro. I be looking at I be going back months and be looking at analytics and shit and be like, okay, this video did good. Why? Numbers, who's watching? Like,
you start to figure out when you should post certain things, why you should post certain things, what type of content is going to get you more attraction.
But again,
But you only get that from posting. You're only going to get that from trying to actually figure it out.
And actually doing the due diligence to like get the information, because the information is there. Like, you can still post, but it's up to you to get that information. A lot of people just don't want to do that extra work, bro. They don't want to be like, all right, I gotta spend a couple of hours looking at my analytics.
Some people don't even know though.
That too, yeah.
Some people actually just don't know that's something they could be doing.
That's true, because
maybe they're not even really paying attention to that. Some artists even have their page on private. I'll be seeing sometimes, and I really don't get that. Like, if you're an artist and you have your page on private, like,
give up.
I don't get that. Like, for real, that just doesn't make sense to me. Unless you're already popping and you've built your
or if something happens and or you're getting ready to get a release or something private, whatever. But
you see some artists are just
regular artists. No, I don't want anybody following.
So why you
The point is to get attention, bro. What are you doing? Backwards. What for 2023? What is one of your goals that you got to get done?
Trying to get a project out under myself. I'm trying to get my project. It's been something that I've been working towards, like, honest, like here and there. Like, I'll be putting ideas here and there, but then other stuff will happen where I'm not really able to focus on it. But like for the upcoming year, 100%, like I want to get that out. I need to make sure that everything is how I need it to be and just put together. And I want that out by hopefully like third quarter of the next year, approximately.
A goal for 2023 that you got to get done.
Oh, this year I'm 2023.
2023.
I'm trying to get my name more booming. I'm trying to get people to be known, like how I'm coming on the beats. Trying to get people to know how I'm sounding, trying to get them to understand how I became and how I stepped into the game. You know what I mean? I don't want people to think that I randomly just came out of nowhere. I want people to see that the groundwork from even the previous years. I want them to see that the work ethic is different. That I'm not one of these other Toronto rappers. I'm different from the rest.
Yeah, bars?
Yeah,
we have to show you some shit
more than bars.
later off the camera.
Oh, okay. I was gonna get this camera ready and we can do a double up thing right now. And because if you got a little 1-2, it's up to you. You don't have to, but
shit in the vault still. True say one of those ones still.
I'm gonna run you some.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run you some.
All right, say that. I was getting the double camera ready. I was gonna give you a little for a freestyle.
You're gonna get to hear what you need to hear, though. I'm telling you, 100%. 100%.
2023 is gonna be a takeover.
What he's saying is
I'm gonna hold you guys to it because I watched him and he told me he was gonna do some big thing. I was like, all right, let me see, and he did it, bro. So I have faith in you guys. Last but not least, what's your goal for 2023?
I'm just trying to have more songs drop on my beats, and make people really hear my sound. And I want my sound to I want a lot of people to fuck with it, just because not a lot of producers have their own sound. You know what I'm trying to say? So I want to stamp it this. When you hear this, you know who I'm.
What would you say your sound is?
Honestly, I'm versatile, but my main sound, I'd say it's a mixture with Atlanta and some Memphis. I was fucking with Detroit music at first, but then I just stopped fucking with it. I just
Was it didn't keep you going
For sure, it didn't keep me going like that. So my cousin was telling me, yo, just change up the sound of it, blah 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 blah. And I did that, and I created something.
Who are some of the artists that you work with?
Everybody in the city.
You guys just work with everybody, eh? Holy frig!
Wherever we go, we go as a unit. If we're working, most of the time we're all working.
That makes sense too, because you could provide the engineering and the beats. Then, even if somebody's the lyrics are off, I got a rapper, just in case if you guys need, you can hit him with a little bag, he won't say nothing. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Hard enough, it's not even about the money. It's not even about the money. The tax hard enough.
You guys are really, that's how I know you guys will work, because you guys are really not focused on the dollars. Because I'm like, I need to make some money off these fucking guys that are going to waste my time. I don't know about you guys.
When you love the music, the money doesn't matter. All the boats, they were focused on the money. So
I think Toronto has ruined that for me. I'm gonna be real. Me being as a media guy, I think I've fallen out of love of Toronto music. I still will support the Toronto artists, but I feel like these entitled motherfuckers have made like it's just like, bro, like I don't know, bro. But I still want everybody to win regardless. But it's like, fuck, bro. I just wish you guys would make better music.
We're gonna bring back the love for you.
Please. DT, what's some advice you can give to some up and coming producers that are in there, getting ready to come up? You know, probably got their first Fruity Loops or whatever beat thing. What's some advice that you could give to them? So you know,
focus on building your arsenal. You know, try and get yourself to the best of your ability. Like me, I know I burnt a couple connections by sending out some beats earlier because they weren't it, you know? So I might not be able to get those beats sent again. But obviously, full circle will come. But just work on yourself, get yourself to the right point. But brand, marketing, like I feel like that's something a lot of producers don't really focus on. Like try to get your name just as high as your sound. Like if you're trying to build yourself as a producer, it depends honestly what you're trying to do as a producer, but if you want to be able to have that day where you drop your own song and you drop your own project, then you have to try and focus on just, you know, marketing. Like, even on social media, if you don't like being on the internet like that, you still have to try and get your shit like active, you know, even post the stories here and there, even if you don't want to.
The shorts, everything.
You know, just try to get yourself out there. No cap. If you're producing and you're just trying to get your sound, it's gonna come eventually. So just have your shit ready.
What about you? What can you give? Ty, what can you give the younger rappers some advice coming up?
I try to say, fuck, be creative. A lot of these people might try to tell you like what you're doing might not be it, but you can't let them determine your next move. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I tell them to keep on working.
A lot of people might not tell you what you need to hear.
What about you?
For me, what I tell a young producer,
yeah,
I just tell them stay consistent. It'll work. Just work. Just keep working. Like, even if people are telling you it's not it, just keep working.
You're gonna get a lot of that.
Perfect it. Just perfect your sound. That's what you have to do. Work on your sound.
Consistency. You don't know which one's gonna be the next one.
You never know. And when you get into the studio with these people, don't hold back on their beats. Just play
Facts.
them, whatever. Like, just because you don't think it's hard doesn't mean that the artist, one man's trash is the next man's treasure. That's
gems right there. Before we get out of here, I want to get real with you guys for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I used to call it uncut back in my old little spot, but I just want to ask the man them some, you know, regular questions, not music shit. What's funny with these gal them out here, bro? Where's the best place to get the gal them, bro? Or are the man them married up? Because I know Saga has some girls. Yeah, I'm saying.
Serious.
Saga be having some beautiful women out there.
Serious.
But yeah, are the man them single? They married up?
single.
Commission right now.
Oh, he's got booed up. The boo's gonna be watching this part too. She's gonna pull up right to this part and be like, yeah, let me see what this little thing's saying, eh? How long have you been out of commission for?
A little minutes still. I'm just trying something new. It's been like a year, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Is it nice? Is it a nice, like, you know, a new life? You're getting used to it?
It's just trying something new. You know?
It's the back rubs, a lie? It's the little back rubs, a lie? I know them one.
It comes with a lot still. It comes with a lot.
Do you feel like that's hard for an artist though? Like, no homo fam. You're a good looking guy, you know. I see you got the bugs look, you know what I'm saying? So you guys get the gal them. Is it hard for you being an artist and you have like a significant other that, you know, you still want to put out music, you want to gravitate to the gal them, but the gal them knowing that you might have somebody be like,
No. Everybody has to understand. You know what I mean? It's a game that everybody has to play at the end of the day, so everybody has to stand. You understand? You know what I mean? You gotta stand on that too.
You better overstand that.
Come on.
What about you, DT?
What advice for the gal?
No, like just in general, like, do you feel like, would you get booed up right now, or are you too focused on like the career?
Yeah, I feel like if I were to do that, I would have to take a certain amount of time and dedicate that. So right now, I'm not even focused on any of that. You know, still.
So have you had a long-term relationship or any relationships at all? Or?
Yeah, but like before, you know, before I really started getting serious with the music. After that, I just had to like go on easy for a bit.
So before that, what about you, T?
For me, wait, what was the question? Like, relationships?
Yeah, relationship right now. If forwards
Bro,
or not, it's music first.
nah, like, I like girl, but like, I don't know, like,
I hope so.
I know, but like, what? I don't know how to. Bro, I don't even know how to explain this.
You're not a relationship guy.
Not a relationship there.
I
They're too
thought-
much headaches. Like they inspire me for shit.
Mm-hmm.
In a relationship, I can't.
Not because they want a lot. They want attention. You know, they want you to insure them for certain things. They want you to do the little things. And we're men, fam. Sometimes we just don't give a fuck. Like we just want to watch our sports, smoke weed, and just go on easy
They want
sometimes.
you to open up and be more like.
Yeah, but then when you open up, you be saying some shit they can't handle. You ever do that? Like you open up and then you like, yeah, well, you know, like I have problems with being faithful and da 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 da. And they're like, oh my god, so you're cheating on me? And it's just like, yo, bro,
They can't handle the real. They weren't meant for it.
Sometimes they can't handle the music. They want you to be
Jeez.
like focused on
Yeah, I'm
being
good.
with them 24/7. Like yo, like if I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to get, I can't not be at the studio. I cannot be working.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You gotta let me prioritize what I'm doing. If that's not the case, then
You need somebody to compliment you. If these shorties out here don't compliment you, it don't make sense. And that's the problem with me with Toronto girls. Like, not even just Toronto girls. The mentality of a lot of girls nowadays. It's like, shout out to 3K Bezo. We had him here. There's the skits and all that stuff. He's talking about it. A lot of girls don't like talk about how they've encouraged a lot of these guys to turn gunman. Like I just seen Jacqueline or whatever, Jada Chase somebody saying, "Oh, my guy has to be a drug dealer. He has to be a this, that, and the third." I'm like, God damn, girl, you just encouraging.
Lil Baby's.
I think it was Little Baby's ex thing, and she's like, "You just encouraging these little fucking thugs to go grab a gun, go do some crazy shit to go get some money to go get a shotty, fam."
Yeah,
You think that-
that's just the culture, you know? I feel like that's just became a thing. Like, you know?
The gal, what do you say? The gal them like encouraging that, or the man them just?
life right now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
everyone
just-
wants some money, so they're gonna. And girls gravitate to guys with money, so they're gonna want.
I feel like you just
do
get
some crazy shit to get some change.
you just can see a majority of that.
Badass breed youths just trying to get more money to get these crazy bitches, bro. I shouldn't call you guys bitches. You different ladies. I'll say that. Yeah, it's crazy. But where in the city have the best shorties? Though? I guess you're excluded from this one. You're lucky.
I'll go all over, fam.
So I'll go.
You can go anywhere and find out.
I think
Real shit.
Where?
Ron or Mississippi.
Vaughn has some
I feel like Saga has options.
versatile.
Very versatile because you'll get the bad Somalians, you get bad Indian shorties, bad Arabic shorties, bad black, like you have everything in there. But if you want some freaks, you go to East. You go to the East if you want some freaks, bro. I'm telling you, the freak, bro. The East End girls are the freakiest girls. No disrespect, East End girls. I love you. I don't. But like, bro, them East End girls, they'll change your life. They'll also probably set you up, but if you can get them not to set you up, they'll change your life. I'm convinced. No, the madam.
You have to see about that, fam.
Yeah.
You have to see about that.
I don't know, man. I'm convinced it's the East End shot. Anything else? Any other advice? Anything else that you guys got going on? Anything that we need to be looking out for from the man?
2023.
Stay tuned for the music.
Yeah,
Just
just make sure, like I was telling you earlier, just make sure you guys are tuned in. Just
Bro,
don't forget.
I'm already a fan, so whatever you guys got, you guys are a part of the Man Dem crew right now. So any music that you guys got, DM it to us. We're gonna be supporting you guys, everything going on. Before you get out of here, give the people them your social medias, how they can get a hold of you, all the songs that they can be looking out for you on right now, or the songs that are out right now. You know, give them some love.
At DT Beats on everything basically, but just everything coming out soon. Just tune into the IG. I'm gonna make sure you're updated. A lot of new shit coming out. I'll even give some previews here and there this next few months. I have a lot of shit coming out. But yeah, at DT Beats.
At NorthFaceTay, on everything what to take over 2023. Just stay tuned.
_T Music on Instagram. Stay tuned. Watch out for the music.
I appreciate you for having me, fam.
No, come on, fam. Like that's light, bro. I'm just trying to give light to the people that are working and are not getting that little right? So, and two, I have an idea actually. I think me and Vegas are gonna pop up on you making beats.
Yeah, don't say weird, fam.
We don't beer content in my head, bro. So you already know.
Yeah.
The Man Dem Show, the Man Dem Show official on most social media platforms. I believe it's the Man Dem Show alone on TikTok. Make sure you guys go subscribe. GTV on YouTube. Thank you guys. I really, again, I want to thank you guys for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. Now we got to get that watch time up. You know, the road to 2K subscribers is on the way. We're going to blow the frig up in 2023, just like these three gentlemen here. I'm not giving my social medias. If you guys don't know me and don't know where to find me, that's on you. And it's been your boy Gutsy. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming through the Man Dem Show. We're off of this.